What, you two? It's your Uncle Darius. I want to thank my niece and nephew for watching. You guys could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me, and I really appreciate that. Make sure you subscribe to your uncle. Leave a like if you guys have any recommendations. Leave it in the comment section. I get to it as soon as possible. We're about to do right now, about react to Bachelor Report, top 50 greatest WWE superstars of all time rankings. Like I see a little bit of this. I've been meaning to do this, but I haven't gotten a chance to do it. Like I know one wrestler who's not gonna be in it, even though I personally feel like he should be in it, but he's not gonna be in it for obvious reason, and that is Chris Benoit. You know what I'm saying? I still personally think that Chris Benoit is definitely one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, but unfortunately, due to the circumstances that happened in 3 days of it towards the end of his life, you know what I'm saying? That's all like null and void. So I can understand why they wouldn't put him here. But let's see who did make the list. So enough of blah blah blah. Let's check the list out. All right. Here's your, so, like for Hulkamania to Attitude Era, okay, all right. That was the name. All right. See all the people. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's see who number 50 is. Okay. So historical significance. Okay. Champions. Popularity. Needle mover. Okay. What is ratings? Okay. Time active. Okay. Pay-per-view appearance. Okay. And skills. Okay. I feel like that's good. All right. Big Show, I feel like Big Show should be a little higher, at least in the top 30. I feel like now number 50 is too low. You know what I'm saying? Even though he was a big guy, even though he wasn't the best wrestler, like he was actually decent on the mic. You know what I'm saying? He always fun to watch. And especially when he was a babyface, he always makes a few jokes and everything. But when he was a heel, he would always had that imitation format to him. So if that imitation presses. So I feel like Big Show definitely should be at the very least top 30 in my opinion. All right, Lita. Wow, they put a woman on here. I didn't expect that, but honestly, if any female wrestler deserves to be on here, Lita is definitely one of them. Trish Stratus deserves it as well. Chyna does. Hopefully, my girl Becky Lynch and Mickie James definitely deserve to be on here. But I think Lita is a cool. She was during the period where women wrestling wasn't taken seriously and everything. She was actually one of the best during that time period during the early 2000s, where she her high flying and everything. She didn't really have the best mic skills and everything, but her movesets and everything makes up for it. She was dead wrong for how she treated Matt Hardy though. She was dead wrong. Feed time. Honestly, I feel like if we talk about just solely WWE run, I feel like Big Show should be higher. But if you talk about entire whole as a wrestling, especially what he did at WCW New Japan, I feel like Vader should be higher. One of the best big men of all time. You know what I'm saying? Got a high flying move, for a big guy. And not only that, you know what I'm saying? He was really intimidating too. You know what I'm saying? It's just unfortunate that, the WWE run really did not help him out at all. Some people would blame Shawn Michaels, things like that. And, but yeah. All right. Dean Ambrose. Wow, that's kind of low. But hey, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say Dean Ambrose was the weakest link of the whole show. At one point, I think they were going to push him higher than both Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. As a matter of fact, at one point, he was a U.S. champion for almost a year, which unfortunately lost to Sheamus. But hey, it was pretty good. I didn't think he was just, let's say this, if Dean Ambrose was around to the early 2000s with the hardcore and everything, I think he would be much higher. But unfortunately, he came to a time where WWE tried to go away from the blood and all the shed and everything, and I think that hurt his character in a bit. But AJ Styles, like I say, if we talk about his TNA run as well, he definitely would be higher. But of course, we talk about the WWE run. I feel like 46 is a fair spot for him. You know what I'm saying? He's a credible wrestler. He my younger brother, Isaiah. Shout out to you, Isaiah. He my younger brother and my favorite wrestler and everything. But he haven't won too many WWE champion. I feel like he should have won more WWE champion due to his technical style and everything. But what can you do? Asuka, really? Over Lita? I like Asuka though. I really do. She had to win a Logan's ring at NXT and everything. But I feel like I feel like, like I say, her WWE run had been like kind of lackluster. Even though she won a championship multiple times and everything, it just, she actually 0-6 when it comes to WrestleMania. So I guess Kofi Kingston, that the first, well, besides The Rock, the first black WWE champion. Notice I said the first black WWE champion, not the first black Raw Heavyweight champion, first black WWE champion. Other than The Rock, of course. You know what I'm saying? And he deserves to be on here. As a matter of fact, consider all his achievements, including winning the WWE champion, Intercontinental champion, multiple time like tag team champions and everything. I feel like he should be a little higher. But I guess, he doesn't have the best mic skills and everything. I guess, when he was WWE champion, he didn't really brought in a lot of fans. Things like that. But, I still would have ranked him a little higher. Jeff Hardy. Honestly, Jeff Hardy definitely should have been in the top 20. If we talk about, like, based on that criteria, it definitely helped push your rate. As a matter of fact, at one point in 2009, he actually sold more merchandise than John Cena. Believe that. But hey, not my list and everything. But he was an incredible high flyer. He wasn't the best wrestler, but he was an excellent showman, incredible high flyer, and he always know how to put on a good match. Okay. Rick Rude, see that Rick Rude is over Jeff Hardy and Kofi Kingston though. Don't get me wrong, Rick Rude was an incredible heel. He had an excellent charisma, incredible on the mic, but he never won like a WWE champion though. Granted, he did win a World Heavyweight Champion in WCW, but that WCW, if they included the WCW on here, then I can understand. But if we talk about strictly WWE, Jeff Hardy and Kofi Kingston, and even Lita, maybe even AJ Styles will be over Rick Rude. But I digress. Sasha Banks. I love Sasha Banks, man. I don't know, man. Sasha Banks, she always make these crybabies, these IWC, these smarks cry. And I love it. I'm here for it. But, number 41, I say, yeah, I say that's a good spot because, even though she always won those titles, she never keep it for long and everything. And she actually decent on the mic. She's not the best on the mic, but she actually decent. And plus, she is a credible wrestler and everything. Her high fly, not her high fly, but her style and everything, she's just incredible. One of my favorite female wrestler. Superstar Billy Graham. You know what I'm saying? If we talk about charisma, and talk about moving the needle, if we talk about everything, he definitely would have been much higher. But of course, he only won a championship one time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know. He didn't have as much accomplishment and everything. He wasn't the best wrestler at all. He was not the best wrestler. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of charisma and mic skills and everything, a lot of people, especially a lot of modern wrestlers, were heavily influenced by Superstar Billy Graham. I just don't like the fact that he was kind of racist, though. He seemed kind of racist, but hey. All right. Rob Van Dam. Again, a lot of people who, honestly, not the best mic skill, but he did have charisma. You know what I'm saying? His high-flying style, you know what I'm saying? He's his martial arts and everything, and he was really cool. He was really cool to watch. But even when he was a heel doing that WCW, ECW invasion, the fan was still gearing towards him. Honestly, a lot of people would say that he should have won a world title sooner. And honestly, I can see a good argument for that. But hey, no matter what, he ain't bigger than Shawn Michaels though. But yeah, but he a very chill dude, and like I said, highly charismatic and everything. Not the best mic skill, but highly charismatic. All right. Owen Hart. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, Owen Hart had a better mic skill than his brother Bret Hart. You know what I'm saying? He seemed more natural and everything. And not only that, he was an excellent wrestler. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say he's a better wrestler than his brother, but he was just as good, almost as good. And he know how to put on a great match with no matter who, no matter what. So I think Owen Hart should be in the top 30, not top 25. But hey. Mr. Perfect, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, but he never won a WWE championship. As a matter of fact, I heard stories that he was selected to win the WWE championship against Hulk Hogan, but That doesn't work for me, brother. But again, if we talk about like someone who's just excellent on the ring and everything, for ring psychology and everything, Mr. Perfect is your man. As a matter of fact, his match with Bret Hart, that would help set Bret Hart to the moon and everything. It's just that he was just injury prone and everything. And it's just, that's why I probably would have ranked him so high, but he's still one of my favorite wrestlers. Batista! Honestly, Batista was a better heel than babyface, even though he was funny as a babyface and everything. And he had that, that powerful style where he could slam somebody. He wasn't the best wrestler, but he was a credible power man. Like he had powerhouse. There we go, powerhouse. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't really the best on the mic, but as a heel though, he was. The only way he was incredible, he was funny too. You know what I'm saying? Like I prefer heel Batista, especially in the later ones. But hey, and besides, he quote one of my favorite wrestling quote: "Deal with it." That's what I like to say to the Smarks. Deal with it. All right. Ultimate Warrior, honestly. Even though he had more accomplishment than Rick Rude and Mr. Perfect and everything, honestly, number 35, me personally, I would have ranked him lower, but honestly, you can actually rank him higher, you can actually rank him lower, depending on what. He's like another wrestler who did not have the best mic skills, but he oozed charisma. When he run around the stage and everything, when he did this, he got a lot of fans scared towards him and everything. His biggest issues was his attitude. That was his biggest issue. His attitude, that's the reason why he didn't make it far in the career. That and his lackluster, in-ring performance. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, Steamboat again, another guy who wasn't really excellent on the mic. He was charismatic though, and he was an excellent wrestler. Much better wrestler than Batista, Ultimate Warrior. But he didn't accomplish much, and he didn't really move the needle when it comes to rating. Ultimate Warrior did. Ultimate Warrior actually pushed the ratings. You know what I'm saying? Ricky Steamboat, not really. So, but I just go by what Bleacher Report criteria is. So, but he was great. Booker T, sucker. Honestly, I think no. He'll be on my personal top 20. He had great charisma, and he was actually decent on the ring. He wasn't the best wrestler, but he was actually decent. You know what I'm saying? He could actually put out a great match with the right wrestler like Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, and everything. And not only that, he may not be the best wrestler, but he was an excellent worker. That's the difference. Being a great wrestler and an excellent worker. A worker somebody who can just go out there and just, perform like no other and do to the best in their ability. You get what I'm saying? But Booker T would be much higher on the list. Five-time WCW champion. You hear me? So yeah, actually, based for all the accomplishment and everything, it should be a little higher. But whatever. Jake the Snake Robber, again, another person who, as a matter of fact, did have an incredible mic skill and had great charisma. As a matter of fact, invented the DDT that a lot of wrestlers use today. But honestly, I would have ranked him just a little low. Based on their criteria, I want to rank him a little lower because, one, he didn't accomplish much. And two, he wasn't like a rating. He wasn't a rating. He didn't push the ratings and things like that. Booker T actually did to a little bit. He didn't do it too much, but like I said, Jake the Snake Barber, he actually was a good wrestler, excellent worker, and had incredible mic skill, great charisma too. But Kane, my name is Kane. I'm a Rudy Poo, Katie. Beep. Kane actually, when I first got into wrestling in 1997. Kane actually scared the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? Not too many wrestlers, scared the crap out of me. Most of these horror wrestlers like Bray Wyatt and everything, rest in peace to Bray Wyatt, they always come across as campy to me. Kane were legitimately scary. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Glenn Jacob because he did his role perfectly. He played this role perfectly. You know what I'm saying? He may not have accomplished much, and of course, you know, like I say, in terms of my skills, he was below average. You know what I'm saying? Like he was good. He was good enough. But as far as his presence, as far as it, you know, yeah, as far as presence go, he was incredible. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know, there had to be the best wrestler, and he definitely wasn't the best wrestler. He was a cool worker, but he wasn't the best wrestler. All right, Razor Ramon. Honestly though, like I know a lot of people love Razor Ramon. You know what I'm saying? You know they love Scott Hall. I don't know, like Scott Hall to me, like you know they both him and Kevin Nash always come across that little arrogant. If that makes sense. Then again, Shawn Michaels is an arrogant son of a bitch too. So there's that. But you cannot deny, you know, he was excellent on the mic. Definitely another wrestler who oozed charisma. Like you go out there, you do this, it forced people to take notice. He actually was one of the great new generation wrestler because you know new generation they probably won the weakest era, but he one of the wrestlers that actually stood out. You know, during the new generation. It's just unfortunate that he never won a world champion. But based on this alone, I would put Booker T over Razor Ramon. Probably Rob Van Dam and even AJ Styles. But hey. Alright. Trish Stratus, one of my all-time female wrestlers ever. You know what I'm saying? She has the looks. She actually was great on the mic. She wasn't a great wrestler at first, but she definitely became much better towards the end. You know what I'm saying? She was like, and she was an excellent worker. She was incredible. You know what I'm saying? I think if it turns to who has it all, definitely Trish Stratus. As a matter of fact, I think Trish Stratus, if I was a cool female wrestler on my personal list, Trish Stratus would definitely be on my top 10 list. You know what I'm saying? Look at her. Look how beautiful she was. You know what I'm saying? And she was incredible in the ring. And you know, like I said, she had excellent mic skill, great charisma. Everything. China, I love China. China is actually my second favorite wrestler, female wrestler, other than Trish Stratus. Cause China was actually, I guess why they put China over Trish Stratus because China actually won some men title like Intercontinental Champion as well as women champion. You know, that's the one person who needs to be in the Hall of Fame as a solo wrestler. I guess she's not in a solo wrestler. I guess she's not there as a solo wrestler. A lot of people would say that it's because she participated in a dope film. I don't buy that. At all. I'm not buying it because I think it's more so of what transpired between her, Triple H, and Stephanie McMahon. That's the reason why she's not in the Hall of Fame. You know, and I dare anyone to prove me wrong. All right. One of the most overrated wrestler of all time. Oh, like that's overrated. But I cannot deny her in-ring skills. I cannot deny the fact that she's great on the mic. I cannot deny that, you know, like that she actually had a good charisma. Not better than Trish Stratus. You know, but I would say better than China. But come on, that's the one wrestler who has been overpushed to the fucking moon. Like every time she come back, right now she injured, but every time she come back, she won the fucking title. Come on, come on, man. Give other female wrestler a chance. But I digress. Seth freaking Rollins. Honestly, I probably would put Seth Rollins over Roman Reigns to tell you the truth. Because you know, Roman Reigns did not have the best mic skill. Seth Rollins had the best, excellent mic skills. He had an excellent, he had great charisma. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, he was a better wrestler and everything. I remember the Smarks actually liked him, but they turned on him. So, and based on his accomplishment and everything, he was like, you know what I'm saying? I would rank him higher, but hey. Edge, another wrestler that always been overrated to me. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people love Edge. Edge actually it was really good in the ring. He wasn't the best wrestler, but he was an excellent worker. Incredible worker. He was an incredible worker. And he had a fantastic mic skills. You know what I'm saying? And charisma, you can say it was good. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I think only why a lot of people like him because he was going to get Cena, and Cena was like the anti-hero. I don't know, man. But Edge, like I said, Edge has always been like little overrated to me. Like, as a matter of fact, when he retired the first time in 2011, he actually won more world titles than John Cena at the time. But nobody had ever said anything about Edge. But I digress. Ric Flair, woo! Now, of course, like I say, this is only based on WWE career. Now, if we talk about like entire career, yeah, Ric Flair definitely should have been in the top 10. He's not in my personal top 10, but I can see him being in a lot of people's top 10. But if we just talk about his like WWE, honestly, even based on his WWE run, I still would have put him in the top 20 because he was an excellent worker. Incredible on the mic, one of the best on the mic. Definitely, even in the old age of 70, he still oozed that charisma. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would say he's like a Smokey Robinson a wrestler if you think about it. Because like Smokey Robinson is like 80-year-old or something, and he still oozed that charisma. But you know what I'm saying? He was always overrated as a wrestler. Not as a worker, but as a wrestler. He always was like stiff and everything. I think that because he was in airplane crash and everything, but still. But even didn't carpet as much in the WWE, I still would have put him in the top 20. Becky Lynch, yes, my favorite modern wrestler of all time. Kind of sucked that she didn't beat Rhea Ripley yesterday, but you know what I said, the man right there, the man. She not first of all, even though she might not be as gorgeous, she's still cute in her own right. You know what I'm saying? But even though her mic skills, it actually decent, not not the best, but not the worst. But she definitely oozed that charisma, that gear. A lot of people towards her and everything, and she was just incredible. One of my all-time favorite female wrestlers of all time. Daniel Bryan, yes. Honestly though, for the underground guy, I personally would have ranked him just a little higher, but I can see why he put number 22 because let's be honest, Daniel Bryan did not have the best mic skills at all. No, he did not. But he was an excellent worker, incredible wrestler. You know what I'm saying? Did he ooze charisma? He had better charisma than mic skills, but he was incredible though. Triple H, that's way too low. Like I said, let me say it one more time. Way too low. You know what I'm saying? That's a guy who actually had a great mic skills, but he had better charisma than everything. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, excellent entrance. You know what I'm saying? Not the best wrestler, but one of the best workers of all time. Let me say that again. Not the best wrestlers, but one of the best worker of all time. Like I said, there's a difference between wrestlers and workers. But you know what I'm saying? That's a man who can go out of the ring and he can actually put on a good match and everything. And he was just incredible. So Triple H right there, he definitely should be in the top 10, but he's not in the top 10. Definitely should be close to the top 10. But I digress. I guess because what? CM Punk over Triple H? Don't get me wrong. I did like CM Punk at one time until I found out he's a crybaby. But hey, you know what I'm saying? But I cannot stand the smarks. I cannot stand the IWC and everything. With that being said, though, CM Punk is not better than Triple H. He may have a better mic skills than Triple H. I'll give him that. And I would say he's a better wrestler than Triple H. But he's not a better worker. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't ooze that charisma like Triple H does. You know what I'm saying? He's not a better worker. He's just not better than he's not better than Triple H, in my opinion. But Randy Orton, hey, nothing you can say. Nothing gonna. Honestly though, Randy Orton, even though he's a good-looking dude and everything, no, pause. You know what I'm saying? My skills has always been decent. It did have charisma and everything. He wasn't the best wrestler, but he was a great worker. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how many championship? 14-time championship. Hey, he never really pushed the needle to the rating. Like, you know, probably unlike Triple H, you know what I'm saying? I still say Triple H should be higher than Randy Orton. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I probably would put CM Punk over Randy Orton. You know what I'm saying? But Eddie Guerrero! Honestly, though, like, Eddie Guerrero definitely was an excellent wrestler. Oozed charisma. He had great charisma and everything. Credible on the mic and everything. So, number 18 is the fair spot. I wonder where they will rank Chris Benoit, though. If Chris Benoit did not do what he did. See that? That's the thing, though. I feel like you cannot talk about Eddie Guerrero without Chris Benoit. And vice versa. You can't talk about Chris Benoit without Eddie Guerrero. But like I said, I understand why they can't talk about Chris Benoit, because, you know, what happened toward the end. But, you know. Brock Lesnar, never been my favorite wrestler. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a guy who always gets what he wants. You know what I'm saying? He like the male version of Charlotte Flair. Like he always come in and just win. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like I said, this is pro wrestling. And pro wrestling is scripted, obviously. But you know, it's just a thing where it's like really. Because first of all, Brock Lesnar did not have the best mic skills at all. That's why he had Paul Heyman. But another thing is, you know, like he just always to come in and just like to take towels that takes, you know, spots from other people. It's like, ugh. But I will say that he did push the ratings. He did push the ratings, you know, to the highest bet. So he was an excellent worker and incredible wrestler. You know what I'm saying? So I can see why people would rate Brock Lesnar highly. I personally wouldn't, but Chris Jericho, one of the best on the mic, excellent charisma, you know, like incredible worker, but like fantastic wrestler. It's just, you know, it's just the one guy who just has it all. You know what I'm saying? But I guess the only thing is he didn't really push the rating, you know, as much as the other wrestlers. And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But he definitely deserved to be world champion quite a few times. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, he actually a much nicer guy in person than he is. He a much nicer guy in person than what his character portrayed. Like he always have other wrestler back and everything. So I have nothing but respect for Chris Jericho. As a matter of fact, it was my list. I'll put him at number 11 on my personal list. Mick Foley, yes. Like the thing about Mick Foley is that what set him apart from guys like Brock Lesnar and even Triple H was that he was relatable. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe he didn't have the best mic skills. He was good, but he was good on the mic. He did not had the charisma like Chris Jericho and Triple H, but he had something that geared people towards him. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know, he had that sympathetic character. Like, he had that he's that type of person that, you know, he like that everyday person, and that's what people like. People like guys like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I made Foley like one of my favorite wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? Even though he might not be best in the ring, as a worker, he was incredible, and you know, his work rate is just great. You know what I'm saying? And plus he helped mainstream the hardcore wrestling and WWE. So yeah. Andre the Giant. See that? I'm sorry, old school wrestling fan. I really am, but Andre the Giant. I guess because he was charismatic and he was a rating maker and everything. but he was never like a great wrestler. Maybe in a younger year he was an excellent worker, but by the time that he matched with Hulk Hogan came around, but yeah. But you cannot deny Andre the Giant was a presence in the ring. But hey, so Roman Reigns. Honestly, I don't hate Roman Reigns as much as all the other wrestling geeks out there. The IWC is smart. They hated Roman Reigns. I never did. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like number 13 is a little high, only because he never had the best work mic work and everything. And he didn't really have that charisma. He good looking. You know what I'm saying? He good looking, but you know what I'm saying? But he was a credible worker, and he did help put the rating in and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But see, Roman Reigns has always been a complicated channel feature. But I honestly, I'm gonna be controversial. I'll rank Chris Jericho over Roman Reigns. Wait, Mysterio. Honestly, I feel like that's way too high. That's way too high. First of all, it would never was like the best on the mic. You know what I'm saying? He was an excellent worker. Hey, he could go in the ring. Great, and you know what I'm saying? He was above average wrestler, yeah. But number 12 though, I feel like that's a little too high. But Kurt Angle. Honestly, what I say about Chris Jericho definitely is the same as Kurt Angle, but I feel like Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho had a better charisma, but Kurt Angle was better on the mic. He was he was more relatable. You know what I'm saying? Chris Jericho had that whole rock and roll lifestyle, which is cool. While Kurt Angle was just an everyday wrestler, and which is great. Definitely one of the best wrestlers of all time. You know what I'm saying? Incredible on the mic. You know what I'm saying? Had decent charisma. You know what I'm saying? But I guess he wasn't like a rating maker and things like that. But everything else, that would make Kurt Angle, not only in my personal top 5, he was definitely one of the best. He was one of the greatest of all time. He was one of my personal favorite. One of my personal favorite of all time. So yes. So all right, let's see who's in the top 10. Hulk Hogan, sucker. What you gonna do when Hulkamania wants ride on you, sucker? Wait, brother. That doesn't work for me, brother. Hulk Hogan definitely was not a great wrestler, but he was a decent worker, not a great worker, but a decent worker. But one of the best on the mic. It had one of the greatest charisma. That's why Hulk Hogan, despite everything, is still in my personal top 10. You know what I'm saying? Hulk Hogan, as a character and as a persona, is fantastic, and he is incredible. Terry Bollea, the racist son of a bitch, can go fuck himself. Roddy Piper. See that? That's way too high. I'll put Rey Mysterio over Roddy Piper. Even though Roddy Piper have a better mic skill than Hulk Hogan. And he was a better worker than Hulk Hogan. He didn't accomplish as much as Hulk Hogan or Rey Mysterio or Kurt Angle. Honestly, Roddy Piper would have been he still would have been my top 25, but come on. I feel like that's too high. Shawn Michaels is too low. Even talk about the greatest WWE wrestler of all time. I talk about the greatest. Shawn Michaels. It's Shawn Michaels. Bar none. Excellent on the mic. Had one of the best charisma of all time. You know what I'm saying? Definitely helped push the ratings. You know what I'm saying? Even though he was a champion during the whole NWO storyline. You know, a lot of people say the rating wouldn't got work if it wasn't for Shawn Michaels. You know what I'm saying? Excellent wrestler. Incredible worker. One of the best workers of all time. Got the looks. Got the presses. Greatest worker of all time. Shawn Michaels should be in the top 5. Top 5 alone. I don't care. Shawn Michaels is the greatest of all time. And my opinion, The Rock, had a better mic skill than Shawn Michaels. I'll give him that. But he wasn't a great wrestler. He was a decent worker. You know what I'm saying? But The Rock had charisma. It definitely helped put the rating better than Shawn Michaels. So I can see that. I still would put Shawn Michaels over The Rock. Honestly, that always been my dream match: Shawn Michaels versus The Rock. But that's never going to happen. I let you play the WWE game. Bruno Sammartino, I can see that. I can see that. He is often ignored because you know he was wrestling during the time of the 60s and 70s where WWE was not a mainstream. You know what I'm saying? Even though he only won a championship a few times, he held it longer than everyone else. You get what I'm saying? And plus, you know, he was never really a big fan of Vince McMahon. You know what I'm saying? I can't say he was the best on the mic, but his presence alone, his working ability, his work rate and everything, he was incredible. He was incredible. But I'm not sure if I would put him in my top 10. But John Cena, like I said, unlike the crybaby smarks, I actually never hate John Cena. I never do. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't the best wrestler of all time, let's be honest. But he was definitely one of the best workers. He had one of the best work rates in wrestling history. Like that's the guy who can go no matter what. You know what I'm saying? He could be injured and still can go. And plus he had incredible mic skills. You know what I'm saying? He had a great physical presence. You know, and he definitely helped up shoot the ratings up and everything. But I get the difference. I get the difference is, you know, like he wasn't like Stone Cold or like even Shawn Michaels. You know what I'm saying? I still will put John Cena in my personal top 15, but my top 10 over Shawn Michaels and Hulk Hogan, probably not. But everybody's different. All right. The Undertaker. Undertaker had one of the best gimmick of all time. You know what I'm saying? He was extremely loyal to WWE, especially to Vince and everything. You know what I'm saying? He always spoke in monotone though, but that was his character. But when he became American biker, you know, American badass biker, that way his real personality really shined through and everything. Undertaker was never the best wrestler, but he was an incredible worker though. But I can't say for sure that, you know, he was the best rating maker. At least compared to John Cena and The Rock. But I still put the Undertaker at number 2 on my list, just right below Shawn Michaels. Macho Man Randy Savage. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, he was a better in-ring wrestler than Hulk Hogan. Definitely was a better worker than Hulk Hogan. But I feel like he definitely oozed charisma in his own way. But I feel like Hulk Hogan was just a bigger wrestler than Macho Man. You get what I'm saying? I still put Hulk Hogan because Hulk Hogan just had that presence about him. Still though, Hulk Hogan was wrong for fucking over Macho Man. Ain't you know what he did? You know what he did? Stone Cold Steve Austin. Honestly, I thought Stone Cold would be number 1. Now, I think he will be the best WWE wrestler of all time. Because when WWE was dying towards the NWO, here comes the new wrestler, and he helped usher the Attitude Era that helped beat WCW in rank and rating. But you know what I'm saying? And he was actually a far better wrestler until he broke his neck by they said on a hard botch, and that was an accidental botch, but it happens. But let's see who number 1. Bret the Hitman Hart, number 1. Don't get me wrong. He is one of the best wrestlers of all time. You know what I'm saying? But he never had the best mic skills though. As a matter of fact, he had the below average mic skills. I think Rey Mysterio's had better mic skills. Could be wrong, but he was an excellent worker, incredible work. Like, had a incredible work rate and everything. Did he help push the rating needles, though? Probably not. Probably not, though. You know what I'm saying? But see that I can't put Bret Hart at number 1. He'll be he's still top 10 on my list. He'll still be number 10, but if anybody, this should have been a spot for Shawn Michaels, in my opinion. But with that being said, I feel like this is a decent list and everything. What do you guys think? I feel like few people are missing, like Diesel. I feel like Diesel should have been on here, or even Mickey James should have been on here. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I understand that Chris Benoit won't be on the list, but hey. What do you guys think of this list? Let me know coming down below. Leave a like, subscribe to your uncle. You can check my previous list down here. Peace, love, and rock and roll.